Hey, good Wednesday afternoon, everybody. Meteorologist Greg Majeski back with you here in the North Georgia First Alert Weather Center with your weather update here on your June 4th, 2025. Now, before we get going, we always like to say thank you and welcome aboard any new followers here on our growing channel. And if you're not yet officially a follower, or if you're not exactly sure, please go to the link down in the comments section. It'll take you right to the main Facebook page. We're right there. And please hit that like button in the upper right-hand corner. And that way, you officially become a follower here on the North Georgia First Alert Weather Center Facebook page. Now, if you happen to be watching over on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're alerted on future updates. Well, today is definitely turning a bit more cloudier out there. We have some rain that's on the radar down to the south. And it's definitely going to be an unsettled weather pattern here for the next 7 days. And I'm really starting to focus on some potential severe weather going into late Friday and again on Saturday. So we're going to break that down for you here in just a second. So let's go ahead and first take a live look outside. Up in Blue Ridge, not looking too bad. Got some sunshine up that way as we've just got a few clouds. A little bit of a gentle breeze, but otherwise not looking too bad up into the Blue Ridge area for right now. What about over to Lake Lanier? Let's check out Lake Lanier. Let's see how things are looking there. Hey, not looking bad. Got some filtered sunshine out there, a little bit of a gentle breeze as well, but things not looking bad. There is some rain down to the south, and we'll show you here on the radar here in just a second. So there it is. Pop. There's your second right here coming in from the south. Again, this is involved with that upper level low, and it's moving up into Georgia and into the Carolinas. This is the one we were kind of watching that could potentially have a tropical development. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. I think it's going to stay mostly over land, but it's going to be spreading in some rain showers. Kind of an unusual direction coming in from the southeast, moving to the northwest. So, or moving from the south, moving this way. So, moving in this general direction. I'll get my directions right. So, anyway, so looking for a little unsettled weather here for the rest of today and tomorrow, especially for the northeastern sections, it looks like. And then we'll turn our attention back to the west. So, here's the big picture again. Here goes that troughiness. You see the rotation here. It's the heavier rains are definitely over toward eastern Georgia, over toward the Carolina coastline. I'm not going to get that much rain, I don't think, out of this across extreme northeast Georgia. Maybe some pockets of an inch or so. I'll show you some of the estimates there. And then we got some storms back here toward the west. So just a couple of things we're going to be watching. A little bit of a squeeze play going on. You got the activity here with the frontal boundary just kind of decaying out here. And then we got whatever this is, this kind of broad area of upper level low pressure system here around Georgia and the Carolina coast. So what we're going to watch is we're going to deal with some rain here for tonight for this. Again, not a whole lot with this, and this moves on out. And then we got to watch for a couple disturbances that are going to be kind of riding in from west to east, and the ingredients are coming together for we're going to see a couple things. It's either going to be what we call an MCS, which is a multicellular thunderstorm complex, or it's Big Brother. You may have heard it called a derecho. So it's a complex line of thunderstorms that are going to be kind of moving in from west to east, and we're expecting one complex coming in maybe late on Friday, and we might see another one behind it going into Saturday. So both of those could be bring potential severe weather, and we're talking winds 60, 70 miles per hour. Couldn't rule out an isolated tornado with these things, but they'll definitely pack a punch. Could have some large hail with this as well. So we have to watch that very carefully here as we go into Friday and Saturday. So here is the day 3 outlook from the Storm Prediction Center. Again, this is going for Friday. You're seeing the slight risk up in here and the marginal there in green. So all of North Georgia is covered in this. And again, my timing on this looks like it's going to be late on Friday going into the evening hours, the way it's currently looking right now. So again, this is going out for your day 3. And I do want to go ahead and show you the model here real quick. Look, I'll get this going. Again, you can see the rain here. Not going to see that much forward to going into tomorrow. Maybe at 30%. This is this evening. We'll get some of this. And then tomorrow, just because the air mass is going to moist, maybe an isolated shower or thunder shower here around for tomorrow, but not really amount to a whole lot. So kind of a partly sunny to mostly cloudy day, and then we're going to see this kind of spinning around here for tomorrow. So a little unsettled. Now I do want to go ahead and pull this out a little bit. I want to show you something off to the west on the tail end of this run. This is the high resolution model run here, and I do want to go ahead and take this all the way out. And what I want to do is I want to show you what's coming up from the west. So here's what it looks like across our area. Let me stop this for you. Sorry about that. And we take this all the way down. You can see here, this is 8 o'clock in the morning on Friday. Here is the complex of storms back over here. So this is the first line here, 8 o'clock in the morning on Friday. So if we're going to track these things throughout the day on Friday, and they're going to be moving from west to east here, and eventually they're going to make their way across North Georgia. The timing on this looks like it's going to be into the evening hours. So again, we'll be watching this very closely. The timing on this could change a little bit, but this is the first round, and then we could see another round going into Saturday. So again, we're not expecting high rain chances, yes, but not washout events. We're talking about just timing on when these storms are going to hit. So that will change a little bit. So please stay tuned for that. The other thing we're going to watch here, again, at least the initial rainfall here, Again, doesn't look like it's going to be that much. There's a couple of pockets up here, maybe showing up maybe an inch or so up here across extreme northeast Georgia with some of the rain from the tropical influence that's coming in. But again, you see most of North Georgia really not looking all that bad. Basically, at most, maybe a pocket of an inch here, but for the most part, it looks like a lot of us are going to stay on the dry side here as we go through the next couple of days. Just there's a chance of rain, yes, but not a washout, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the forecast here. Let's go ahead and look through that as we look through the full maps here, as we kind of track you through this. Kind of watch as I kind of highlight this for you as we go through the next 7 days. It's going to remain unsettled, that is for sure, going in toward your Thursday. So, again, we got that disturbance there across the Carolinas. That's going to keep the rain chance for us here just a little bit, but again, not a whole lot. Going into Friday, not looking bad. Just an isolated scattered chance of a shower or thunderstorm going into Friday afternoon, and then it really starts to spike up as we go into Saturday. So right now, like you see, this is Friday morning, so it doesn't look that bad. But again, we're going to be watching those complex storms there Friday morning, which are going to be sitting back here, as I showed you there, and these are going to be riding in this way going into Friday evening. So that's when we're expecting that first round, and then we'll got another round we'll have to watch going into Saturday. And then Sunday, still looking at that high rain chances. You see that dark green that's greater than 50% there. Monday, still looking unsettled. Tuesday, look at that, still looking very unsettled there on Tuesday. And then Wednesday, maybe backs off just a little bit. Right now I'm going with a 30% there on the tail end of this forecast run. So it looks like we're going to stay a little bit on the damp side, a little wet, keep the umbrella handy every day, but we definitely got to watch for a couple of complex thunderstorms that may bring us some severe weather late Friday, and again, the timing on Saturday to be determined, so stay tuned on that. All right, so let's go ahead and look at your forecast here for tomorrow. Again, partly sunny to mostly cloudy type of day here across North Georgia. I think a little more sunshine the further off toward the west you go. So 83, 66, isolated storm possible. Again, a few PM showers, especially across here the northeast sections here. Some here down toward the south that we saw on the radar here. Maybe not so much across the northwest sections, but everybody here generally in the 60s. You can notice that humidity starting to come up a bit as well. So east wind at 5 miles per hour. Again, going for tomorrow, milder here in the west, but everybody's going to have an isolated chance of a shower or thunderstorm just because of how warm and humid it's going to be. Daytime heating, you might get an isolated storm or two, but again, a little bit cooler off here to the northeast because of the residual clouds clearing out, a little more sunshine here over toward the north and west. All right, let's go for the regional look here. 88 in Memphis, 92 in Jackson, 89 in New Orleans. Highest rain chances for Destin, over to Jacksonville, over to Savannah, 74 up into Charlotte. That's because of rain and clouds over there, but generally continuing with that unsettled weather pattern here all across the southeast here as we go throughout the day on Thursday. Here we go with the 7-day forecast. As I keep telling y'all, these rain chances are going to fluctuate day to day depending on what's going on with these disturbances. But I have the rain chance pretty much all the way through the next 7 days. Highest rain chances right now going into Friday night. That'll be the one. Saturday. And then look at staying unsettled here straight through next week. Another high rain chance going there on your Tuesday as well. So stay in the 80s, overnight lows in the upper 60s. At least we don't have the extreme heat coming at us. But we're going to stay very much on the wet side. So if you can get the grass cutting in here before the weekend, probably highly advisable to go ahead and do that before we get the rains in here. Now, again, we're going to be tracking that severe weather going into Friday. I am hoping Friday just happens to be day 60 on Facebook for this new page. So hopefully, knock on wood, we'll be able to stream live on Facebook. So hopefully we can kind of introduce our product to new fans out there and continue to grow the channel. We did cross 11,000 yesterday. I did a little bit of a splurge of some money advertising, which I probably don't need to do that again. I need to keep it down at a low dollar amount. But so you guys just keep trying to help us out here as we continue to grow the channel and get us right back to where we were when we were close to 35,000. Hopefully we'll get there by sometime later this summer. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out. Again, y'all be good, stay safe, and we'll see you on the next update. Until then, y'all have a great, safe day. We'll see you tomorrow. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.